So I just wanted to update you guys. I promise I'm fine. I haven't been uploading because honestly these videos have become a distraction, and I'm really trying to get super duper clear on my priorities and really focus down. So right now I'm reading well, actually I just watched the entire video series on YouTube. 10x is easier than 2x. And so this is perfect that I'm making this video for this concept, because it's all about getting super clear on the priorities of your future self and then eliminating everything else that don't align with those. And it's a framework for growth that I'm really trying to apply here. So because I've had essentially the same goals for like 3 years, and just not, it's just each year I get clearer and clearer on how to actually achieve them. So yeah. And also the other thing is I'm still uploading these, or I'm still recording these videos and like little video journals for myself. I'm just not uploading them because I found that when I was uploading them, it wasn't the true me, the true authentic me, because I was worried about what my viewers will think of my progress, and that's something I have to let go of, obviously. But it was a hindrance to me being my true authentic self. So I'm still recording these videos, and it's gonna be a kind of like, once I make it type deal, I'm gonna release them all so that anyone who wants to be inspired can be inspired by just like having access to my full journey. But I think updating during the progress, it did keep me accountable at first when I was actually making progress. But when I felt stagnant, it got me, it had the opposite effect. It was like, it's just I had trouble being honest about where I was at. And so on that note, though, I do have some exciting news. Even though I haven't gotten to where I had planned to get before I leave for Puerto Rico, I decided I'm still gonna go. Because I have had this goal of traveling a lot around the world for 3 years now. And it's just time. Like, I gotta stop making excuses. It was only fear in the way. Fear of what might happen, fear of failure, fear of stuff that doesn't exist. So, the other thing is I was able to justify it pretty easily, because I'll be working 5 hours a day there, 5 days a week. So that's 25 hours not working on my business. But I'll have a free meal a day that's healthy, grown right off the land. So that's basically an hour a day that I get back, not cooking, not going to get groceries. So now it's more like I'm spending 4 hours a day. And then also I'll be outside working. So that cuts out some of the exercise. I may still need to exercise a little bit more. But lastly, because I'll be eating so much healthier, and it's like, I know it's like I could be eating healthy here, obviously, but it's way more expensive, and I've used that as an excuse not to eat healthy, even though I know it will provide me with more energy. But now that I'm eating super healthy there for free, I will have a lot more energy, better quality of work, better focus. And then lastly, there's sun there, and there's not sun here. So healthy food and sun will allow me more energy and focus, which means deeper quality of work, and ultimately more progress. And then I guess I'll justify the last 2 hours a day as like, that is a nice break where I can totally disconnect from my business, because I think it's important to do that too. And they talked about that in 10x is easier than 2x anyway. So yeah, I decided to go, and I know like that's me rationalizing an emotional decision. However, I think my rationalization is logical, which is fine. I have had this goal for so long. Not Puerto Rico specifically, but just like before it was living in a van, and that may be my goal right now too. Just, it's not like a concrete goal. It's just someday I want to live in a van. But just the ability to travel whenever, wherever has always been a goal of mine. And it's like, I'm fucking tired of chasing the means, you know? So yeah, the last thing that will afford me is a totally new environment. And I know that's super helpful for switching my identity. And this is perfect that I came across this book at this time. It's just aligning perfectly, because right now what I'm doing is literally rewriting my identity to be my future self. So switching up your environment, in my experience, because it's shaking up everything, it's so easy to just change your identity. Like when I moved back home after after I called my dad, I was like, yo, I've ruined my life. Like, I'm selling drugs, blah, blah, blah. Can I just, like, I gotta get out of here. It was so easy for me to, like, quit weed right there and just become a different person, have a good work ethic, because all of a sudden I was at home and not around any of the same people, not around any of the same stimuluses. So that being said, it's like perfect timing for me to just be that new person and let it stick, essentially. So yeah, that was just a matter of getting really super fucking clear on that identity that I want to shift to, because I've shifted myself a shit ton in the last year, and it's been more like I don't want to say like quantitative shift versus qualitative. It's been more broad. Like, it's just been super broad, trying to expand really fast, expand my awareness of the world around me so I can make better decisions, all that. But the thing is, in that time, my intrinsic motivation, my deep down goals and drivers have not changed. So now it's like, okay, well, even with this new expanded perspective, what I want is essentially the same. So now it's like I can collapse that back in, get really, really, like, contract it in, get really, really deep and focused on just a couple things that will move the needle towards these bigger goals and aspirations I have, instead of like focusing on so many different things. Like in the past, I would have just listened to this audiobook on Audible, but this time I decided, you know what, no, like, I'm gonna learn the concepts and take notes on it, because I know that that's what it takes, is focus on one thing and do it over and over until you're successful at it. And that is what I've lacked over the years, but I have gotten really, really good at viewing the past as working out for me always, as essentially seeing all my mistakes as lessons. It's just the learning from those lessons and making a decision to not repeat the lessons, because lessons repeat until they're learned, that I have to improve on. But I have gotten really great at seeing mistakes and basically everything now as lessons. So yeah, there's my ramble for today, and hopefully you guys will see me soon again. I may, depending on my goals that I get super clear on, or my top 2-3 priorities, I may start uploading again once I get to Puerto Rico. But I haven't decided on that yet. So, you are me, and we are infinite. Peace!